seasons right there. You hit that button, and up come all the videos that they're hiding for you that'll completely teach you about seasons. Okay? Right? You put seasons on a flat Earth, none of those videos are gone. Okay?
What you after?
And I've watched all the videos multiple times. What is up with the Flat Earth Society? Are those not flat earthers? They want to like make us think something else.
Google will lead you right to the Flat Earth Society. They want you thinking that the Earth is a disk floating in space, right? But no flat earther thinks that. That's where they'll lead you to. Obama mentions Flat Earth Society a half a dozen times in his speeches, okay? So they want you going there because it's ridiculous, right? Whenever mainstream media talk about the flat Earth, why are we a disk and they're all around planets, right? You don't know what those are. They're lights in the sky. They look round. Saturn looks round to me. I think it's round. But that has nothing to do with the shape of the terra firma that we're standing on. Okay? So,
Go
ahead, you first.
There is one more thing we do want you to bring up, because Jen and I, we did agree on this. We do think those astronaut videos are faked with, like, the harness. Like, we're like, those do seem fake to us. Like, can you show us that one?
Like they're faked, or they are faking it?
No, we think that, that they're faking
everything was staged.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. So, what if our world was set up like this? Here we are, South America, right, Australia. And this is Antarctica, maybe 1,000 miles wide, and there's more land beyond Antarctica. What's another word for more? Can you give me another word for more? Extra. What's another word for land? Terra. So you've heard me. Extra terra. Extra territory. So who would be living on the extra territory?
Extraterrestrials.
And if they came to visit us, you've been listening, very good. If they came to visit us.
Oh, I'm a fan, Dave. I'm a fan, dude.
It would be extraterrestrials from outer space, or the outer space, right? So, talk about emergency landing real quick.
Yeah.
Right, can we go a couple minutes over? Is that all right? Yeah. And then you just asked me about something else.
the astronaut on where they were on harnesses. Yeah,
we started off with them. We'll finish up with them. That's great. So Southern Flights. Here we go. So you guys are aware of Southern Flights, right? Why Southern Flights always go into the northern hemisphere, when Northern Flights never go into the southern hemisphere. Why is that? Could be some symmetry. We live on a ball, but there's not. Okay. So here is an emergency landing from Hawaii, and they landed in Seattle. Seattle's over here. Why didn't they land in California? Okay, on the globe. But if you look at it on a flat Earth, Seattle is directly on the straight line between the origin and the destination. Right? So here's another one. London to Palestine. Yeah. Emergency landing in Moscow. Right? Moscow. Now this looks small. This is like 1,500 miles. Okay? And it got there in a ridiculous amount of time. Super easy, super fast time. What? Your question?
Is it possible though that it's because the Earth is curved and moving that you would have to?
Oh my God! If the Earth was moving, how?
Hey, maybe I'm an idiot. I'm just asking.
No, you're not an idiot, because we all had those same beliefs. It's just weird that it's on, every time they pick a space that's way out of place, it works perfectly on a flat Earth map, right? Again, another emergency in Moscow. Moscow's right on the line there. Stop in Calgary, way out of the way. Calgary's right on the line there. It just goes on and on and on. Emergency landing in Manchester, right? Manchester is out of the way, but again, it's on the flat Earth map.
How figure this out?
This is Flat Earth Banjo. He used to work for the airline, so he's very knowledgeable in this stuff. And basically, it's not really that hard. You just have to understand that you have to get all the data. He's got a book called 16 Emergency Landings Proving Flat Earth. And that it's a free PDF online. It's a free PDF online that you can get, or you can get it at Lulu.com. It's a great book. It's documented everything, all the news reports, all the flight paths, everything, customer testimony, whatever. It's all in there, and it's a great coffee table book. And it's called 16 Emergency Languages. So thing is, there's been a lot of new ones, right? This is my favorite. This one here, again, is a flight from Hong Kong to the UK, but it's not Germany.
Woo, 20, baby.
Flight, right? And they're flying, and right about here, a family's flying together. Mom died suddenly. Weird. Had a heart attack, died suddenly. Young mom, right? Young kids. Can't explain it. Weird.
Vaccine.
Hey, easy. You're joking. God bless Dr. Matthew. Yes, no jokes. It's a serious matter. Okay? So 4 hours on the trip, and they flew for another 8 hours. Little kids sitting next to their dad. Husband sitting next to his wife for 8 hours. How they did the plan, right? And the answer is that they were over Russia. And if they landed in Russia, two things happened. One, Russia would be like, oh, let us help. And that's it. Our peace. Okay, we couldn't have that. And the other thing is, what the hell are we doing over Russia? Somebody might figure this out and then cause a big whoop, right? So they landed in Germany. Why did they just finish the trip?
Bitch!
Okay, at that point, the answers are damaged forever. It's absolutely, it's not that unexpected. And I took another one, maybe one part. This one is from New York, right? Right near us, to New Zealand, right on here, emergency. It's about the same distance, might even be longer. Why did they go to Fiji, right? Why did they just keep going off to New Zealand? And the answer is because, I look at it on a flatter map, Fiji's right in line. Fiji's not over here. Fiji's right here. Okay, right here. Fiji. Weird how that always happens. Weird. Weird. How weird.
Hey, this flat Earth map, though. Where does flat Earth map come from?
So the flat Earth map is, and we don't claim to have a perfect map, although the digital map certainly does work. That's what I use on the app. Because, on the app, if you look wherever the sun is, so this is when you're looking at the app, it's a top-down view. You're looking straight down at the North Pole. And if you, like, when it's over here, I don't know my friend in Australia, say, hey, where's the sun? And he goes, right above me, it's blowing up. I'm like, oh. And so I saw somebody, that's over here in Africa. I challenge anyone, get the app when the sun is directly over where you know somebody is. Call them up and ask them where the sun is. And it's going to say right over my head. Okay? Now, it won't be over the head in here, but in December it'll be right over the head. You know, somebody is right over the sun. There is something accurate because the sun is there. Right?
Suck it, bitch.
Library and encyclopedia and schoolroom and all that kind of people go, if Earth is flat, how did they tap Pearl Harbor from Japan? Because it doesn't even show on the lighthouse ladder.
Woo!
How far away do you think the sun is?
Wow, great question. So my personal feeling is the sun that we see is not the actual sun. It's more of a projection. Like when you take a magnifying glass and focus the sun onto a little dot and burn ants, they can probably still do it. Okay?
I still could.
Yes. So if you lifted it up 6 inches in the air, that dot's not gone. It's 6 inches in the air. If you blew some fog into there, you would see it. It would be right there. And I think that's how the sun is being projected into our atmosphere. And so if you go out and look at the sun on a sunny day, well, that's how you never look at it. You can see that there's blue sky behind the sun. It's right here, and then we all see it relative to our own position.
Maybe it's like a reflector.
How much more time do we have? I can show you something.
What is it reflecting also?
Some people think it's a dome. I think we see it in what we call as trailer vision, and there's longer videos on that. You have the logo. We have the homeschooling section under Schooling Globers. There's a whole 2-hour stream on that. And that it takes that much time to understand what you're seeing, but I'll show you optically how that works. So if
I'm gonna level up some
older
skills. Yeah.
Okay, so here I am in my room. I dropped the blue sheet down, dividing the room. On the other side of the sheet, 10 feet away, I've got a light. It's actually a square light. It's a square flashlight, really weird, but it looks round. It looks like a sphere. Okay, and so we're seeing, this is the projector sun. I'm not seeing the flashlight, I'm seeing the light that's on the sky sheet. So Paige is to my left, I say, I'm looking from her, she sees it right there. So I put a quick little X on that sheet. She's looking at the sun over there, while I'm looking at it right there. We're looking at it in 2 different places.
Right.
We're looking at the same thing in 2 different places. So one could say we have a personal relationship with the sun. Interesting.
And that's what the sun looks like, kind of. Like it's showing.
It looks just like that. It's crazy, right? And then I was playing around with the feed, and I was zooming in and out, and so here I was changing the focus, right? That looks like a sun, right? Doesn't that look like a sun? I actually made a video where I showed that, and I talked about, the sun. Everyone's like, oh, it's amazing. And then I backed down and showed you that it was just a flashlight. And everyone's like, what the heck? Right? So people want to believe what they want to believe, and they'll believe anything as long as they don't have to do any work. If you want to become super rich, invent something that makes people lazier. Okay? Like DoorDash. Not only do you not have to cook your fast food, they'll deliver it to your couch so you don't even have to get up. Okay? Right? So
You get anything now.
yeah, so but let me show you another. Let me take this point and blend it home. So this one is. Have you guys seen my clips explanation about the projected guy? Yeah, I've seen it. Yes, okay. So there's so much more. You can find all my stuff. I'm glad to say, we have to go to the ISS. You want to see something?
Yeah.
Focus on the ISS. Okay.
Yeah, then we might see a couple quick.
So who was our ghost person? What's your name again?
Jedi.
Jedi. Do you have long hair, Jedi? Okay. Jedi, do you
Got him.
work out at the gym ever? Do you ever get sweaty? Chances are. Let's make that easy. Don't answer the question. This woman having a good hair day, okay? Look at her hair. Good hair day. Does she have like professionally done makeup on? This face is better than makeup. Her hair, that's a great fucking hair day. Okay? Better than yours, Joseph. And your hair looks good. Okay? Thank you. I appreciate that. So they get one shirt a month, one pair of socks every 10 days, I don't know how often they get a new washcloth, and a bag of water, okay? So she only takes bus baths. She's been up there for 6 months. Look at her freaking hair and makeup, okay? If you don't have a problem with that, I can't help you, okay? I can't help you.
That should be crusty hair right there.
It should be disgusting. It smell like the worst dumb sewage up there. On my channel, DITRH, everybody subscribe there. I got short videos. Everything's over 5 minutes. There's one, scroll down until you find I have to go to the bathroom. Okay? The ISS bathroom debunks space travel completely. It is the dumbest thing ever. Okay? It is so ridiculous, so disgusting. They poop in this little square box and have a plastic bag, and they have a stick to push the poop down in. Okay? And then when it's full, they zip tie it off and they throw it out into space. Okay? Okay? Who watches the poop stick? Okay? What happens if you have diarrhea? Right? It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I have a challenge out. Take that same toilet here, they have an iPad, and have somebody use it for a week here on Earth with gravity assisting the downward direction, the lens gravity, okay? And let alone space, please. It's so friggin' dumb. It's unbelievable. So I had to screw up here, so here's Kamala Harris talking to the space station, and they're always playing with stuff, playing with the microphone and stuff. So here's this guy, and he's playing with this wire, right? Like, this is cool. And everything, he always has to have something good. Long hair, but they never let anyone long hair in space. So they didn't let him in a friggin' airplane, a fighter jet, like a pilot. Okay? But a little screw up, so watch the wire goes right through his arm. It goes right through his arm. Ready? I'm just gonna zoom in a little farther. And it's literally a layering issue. Farther. Hold on.
You had like the Sydney thing before, like an orange went through someone's hand.
Yeah. I'll show you that. Look, it's going right through his hand. Yeah. But it's going in behind his hand, and then when it went right through his wrist. Right through his wrist. No problem. Right? This is all augmented reality. This is all big total garbage. Okay? The limit, I haven't done limit in a while, but let me, I'll get it. Yeah. Here's one, and then he's like talking about, we have space coffee. We don't like drinking out of a bag, so we made a cup out of this leftover plastic. And then he's like, look, it's floating. Now watch this coffee. Watch. All of a sudden, it's just layered. It's just, what happened there? What happened? So this is showing you that it's complete total CGI garbage, right? Garbage. Look at that, right? Don Pettit loves, not Don Pettit, Chris Hadfield loves guitar, right? They got a 7-second delay, but he sings with an orchestra on Earth without any delay. It's crazy. But this is one, this guy's holding this microphone inside of his neck. He misplaced, they're in different rooms. In different rooms.
Whoa! Fuck myself!
Oh, there's cosmic rays. You don't understand the radiation in space, and that's why it looks like that way. I mean, the Glober arguments are absolutely, completely, totally retarded. All right? Yeah. And then, and they use all different techniques. Green screens. Now watch this guy's left arm. He moves it in a way. There was a little glitch right there. Again, cosmic rays. But watch what happens. You don't see anything green behind him. But when he moves his arm, what is that? A little green screen glitch. Okay? Green screen. Why are they using green screens in space? Why are they using green screens in space? Right? So here's one. These guys were talking.
I made this game a hell of a lot harder.
This guy goes
just because I forgot to get up my abilities at the beginning, so I just sit there and get my ass fucking beat.
And so I zoomed in, and you can see the harness and the wire.
Yeah.
Okay? And then the NASA apologists go, well, they wear harnesses with wires for safety. How does 0-3 having wires, you'd strangle yourself. You just get tangled. Okay? Now in the script, he's supposed to hand this guy the hat or something. And he moves his arm, and this guy he sees it, because the monitor that has these CGI objects, the hat, is in front of them. Now watch, I'm going to zoom out. Watch, he moves his right arm. Here it goes, 1, 2, 3. And he thinks that's the hat, and he takes it and puts it away. Oops. I'm just looping it here. Okay? He takes it and loops it away, right? And then they get kicked, right? Kicked, right? This balloon, this ball is real. It's filled with helium, and it's just playing with it, and it's at that neutral buoyancy. But that, did you see that? Once again, nothing's there, and now it's there. Yeah. So that is augmented reality, and she's manipulating it. This absolutely proves that they use leap motion augmented reality. And NASA has contracts with all these augmented reality companies, with wire harness companies, with all green screen companies. They have these huge contracts with them, public. But nobody cares. Nobody notices. Nobody cares. What's that? George Carlin has to say, nobody cares. Nobody notices. Whatever. It goes, this one, everything that's floating glitches out at the last second. Weird glitches. Okay? But there's nothing else glitches out, just the things that were floating. Right? This is just showing you the Argo system. This is what they practice on, right? So they're practicing for spacewalk. Okay, look at this guy and look at this guy. Is there a difference? Is there a difference? Okay. They do spacewalks remember the gorilla suit? There's spacewalks underwater.
Podcast is faster.
Sometimes
Cool.
Sometimes
It's a lot faster.
They do them with harnesses. They do all sorts of stuff. So you're still guessing. This guy's going around a corner. There is no corner on a 0G plane, and so they faded him out a little too soon. Look, he's transparent. That just shows there's a crossfade there. So you're not showing anything real. Just like his hamburger disappears every time he wants to bite it. No good. There's no good.
God. I used to have that in one of those speak and saves when I was a kid.
Those are great.
Yeah.
Again, all of the main actors,
Ooh.
Will Smith, talking to there, it says, I want to go there, getting all the kids in, it's all about that, right? And so at the end, the guy goes up, where's he going? Where's the ceiling? I thought this thing, well, maybe that's another passageway. But then he comes to you, and then he fades, there's a weird fade out.
Okay, I like that a lot.
Now, is that the fade out one? I don't know, it's just weird. Oh look, he just faded out there. You see?
Oh.
Yeah. Like yeah. It's transparent, okay? Right?
Now, are these videos that you're showing like public? Can anyone look at these? Or
Yeah, well, no, there's so many videos out there. Just go watch the NASA friggin' rocket launch channel. Oh, let me show you the rocket. I want to go to the rocket launch for a second. Where is my rocket? All right, so this one is this is interesting. Let me see if I can do this. I haven't shown this. All right, so this is what I call thrust. So you ever see when an airplane, when they test the jet on an airplane, okay, and it just totally blows it. That's a jet on an airplane on a runway. Now, the jet is sitting on wheels on a runway, and they're pushing backwards, okay? So it's not even rolling yet. It does have the brakes on, but it's not even rolling, and it's just so the thrust isn't even that much because the thrust to push that plane straight up would have to be a lot more than to roll it down the runway, right? That's why they roll down the runway. They get speed, everything. So think about the amount of thrust that it would take to push that airplane up. Now that airplane only weighs whatever it is. Right? When you look at rockets weigh way more than those jets. They're filled with fuel. They weigh, dozens of tons. Okay? And they're going straight up. Straight up. So the amount of thrust is insane. You guys ever been? You've been in a hurricane? It's crazy. 120-mile-an-hour winds are insane. 200-mile-an-hour winds are super destructive. A tornado has like 300-mile-an-hour winds. They'll turn trees into splinters. They'll pull cement out of the ground. That's a 300-mile-an-hour room temperature wind. The thrust that comes out of the wind is superheated. Not cold, that's for sure. Let's take the heat out of it. Let's just take the power of the thrust, okay? The power of the thrust. So watch all the smoke. This comes out of nowhere, okay? All this smoke, right? And then it goes up into the sky, and then there's no smoke, and you have all the thrust. Now, right here, the amount of thrust going down, if you were anywhere within, I don't know, a quarter of a mile of there, the blast wave of energy of thrust, because it's lifting all of that up, okay? It's lifting all of it up. How come that smoke? Now, you say, well, there's a summer breeze going from right to left. There's a summer breeze, it's just taking the dust with it. Where's all that thrust? This should just be obliterated. It should obliterate that tower. It should obliterate. Why doesn't the smoke move?
At the very least, Dave, I was just going to say, I would, if nothing else, that the smoke would drop and scatter from the propulsion.
That's what I'm saying. The propulsion should obliterate that smoke. Okay? It should obliterate that smoke, right? And when these rockets go up, they just go out, they crash through the track. But where nobody kind of hangs out there, where is it that not occupied place? If somebody is out there by chance, by accident, that got through, the restricted area, they might just disappear and allow them to through the track. It's not someone else, huh?
What do you think is happening there?
So some of the rockets, some of the rockets are pure CGI. Some of them are, I think that one was pure CGI. Some of the times they're launching right? They're just dealing with like the space shuttle. And other times they don't launch anything. It's just a movie. But it's when you look at it and and start seeing what's going on. Now I believe they do launch smaller rockets up into the sky, but they're not nearly the size that they tell us. Right? You guys have seen it when now this is something going up, and it looks like it ends up scraping the firmament, right? Are we looking up or are we looking down? This is weird, okay? Look at this little thing right here. I don't know what that is, but here's the guy wake surfing. Okay? Here's the guy wake surfing on water. I don't know, maybe NASA's wake surfing up on the firmament. I don't know, but they're not going to space, right? They're not going to space. I'm trying to find the balance way.
And a point of reference, just for the audiences in general, but the International Space Station is only 254 miles above the Earth's surface.
Yeah.
Which in a grand scheme of things, like, and it's that's not even risky.
Right. So it's yeah. So I'm trying to find out the image here for you.
Can't see it really takes any more damage because I got to level it up again.
It's Tesla in space, right? Total ridiculous. But you can see the unbelievable, the whole globe Earth. Now the space station doesn't have a view of it. Space station, you can't see any curvature. It's not high enough. Okay? This is only 170 miles up. The space station's 250. Right. And it's full thing. More and total. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Like total damage. Right?
So is that a complete lie that pilots are telling you ground? Did you hear people say that? Like, oh, it's got a pilot.
Yeah, no, we've talked to many pilots. Most of them know the southern pilot, the pilots like for Qantas that do the southern routes. They all know, and many, and more pilots know now. On the Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app, if you click the frequently asked questions button and go to the all pilot and scientific pilot scientists, we have tons of whistleblowers there. There's astronauts that have whistleblowers. We get one picture of this class, and then he disappeared. Buzz Aldrin said, no, we why did we land on the moon? That was all CGI. That was animation. Right? They're telling us all the time. And Neil Armstrong, by his speech in that convention speech, he ended it by saying, they won't believe them. The veil of information that you receive, whatever it is very perfect. I can say, one day the truth is going to come out. One day the truth is going to come out. So,
Have you seen the Wanderers? I just saw that last week with Wanderers. That was a great news about them filming a video in case they didn't land on Moon.
Yeah, that was really good. And another good one is what's the one about when they were going up water and they just blew up and they had to kill the astronauts because they were still alive on Earth. It's called, it's
this is kind of off the subject, but I know you and I were talking about this. We were going to be curious where you stand on do you think that they do it there's so many cures together. It's ridiculous.
there was cures years ago, but they've all been suppressed. Cancer is like the number one driver. You know, there was no cancer before people started getting things in their arms back in the, was it 50s, 40s, or whatever it was. I mean, cancer took off when this became a popular thing. The CDC admits, choking up my teeth, admits they, and on one of the influenza vaccines one year, they, I gotta hear what I say, because I'll stick it right here, that they put the X and the letter D, I'll say it, and number 40 was actually put into the plunger, okay? And over 100 million people got it, and that's the virus that causes cancer, okay? 100 million Americans got it.
Oh my gosh.
They gave it to everybody, and nobody cares. Nobody sees them. Nothing matters. Nobody cares. Okay? And it just goes on and on from there. I know cures for cancer. Okay? I know that there's energy cures. The Rice machine, amazing, right? I down in Mexico. I'm friends with a guy that builds these Tesla coils, and they had people that had inoperable brain tumors, and somehow, by coincidence, I'm not claiming that their machines or anything, the entire thing went away when they used the machine. Okay? The entire thing went away. Okay? It's unreal. You know, the whole, I don't want to say I'm not stumbling on my words because I want this to be a YouTube, but the answer is, yeah, they're it's not even, they don't even lie about what it is. You know, it's caused by parasites and other toxins. You can't keep yourself clean. You're not going to get that way.
Me and Joe talked about the last year. Magic Johnson, that he's like completely fine.
He's totally fine. Wait, again, that's what I want to show you. It says that's another sign. Who's the one guy that survives the intercourse disease? The guy with a Magic Johnson. Okay? And they love their sexual innuendos, right? The first shot that SpaceX, whoops, I'm going to show you. The first shot that SpaceX showed from space is this. That's the cloud. Okay? So sex in the cloud, very, very interesting, right? So then, you know, this is maybe my dirty mind, but this is what they show us. Okay? I don't know. Cock the ball comes to mind, but maybe I'm just a dirty old man. Okay? And then if you look at Jeff Bezos' rocket, Jeff Bezos' rocket is looking at it more like phallic stick, right? So you don't always look like this is his rocket, and this is Virgin Galactic's rocket. You don't see any similarity. Okay? Right? Wait, hold on. There's more. Okay? So whenever Jeff Bezos launches the rocket, the cameraman either has to rest or something, and he has this upward down, not left or right. He can keep his focus, but he's got this up and down little twitch of the Venus rocket, okay? The Venus rocket, okay? Okay? Are they, well, why would they do that? You know, why would they do that? Please. And then the first illustration from NASA when they talked about going to the moon is this, okay? Is this, right?
Yeah.
Am I a dirty old man? All right?
Everything that you've shown us is phallic shaped.
One more. And so, you know, Don Pettit's talked about they're tired of drinking their coffee out of, you know, would you drink coffee in space? First, the coffee's going to float around with all your stomach acid. It's going to go through your digestion. How you wouldn't have explosive diarrhea and destroy the entire space station is beyond what is even imaginable. Okay? But they like drinking out of cups, so they built a special cup. They built a special cup, okay? Right? What does that look like? What does that look like? It's a vagina. It even has. It's a vagina. Okay, and then the way when they show them drinking out of it, like literally like it's a sexual experience because it is for them. All right, crazy.
Well, you know how Dunkin' Donuts is around here, Dave. People are obsessed. They can't just go a little bit without coffee.
I know people are crazy. They love their coffee. They love indoctrinating kids. They love, you know, NASA is literally cartoons. Space is cartoons for adults and kids, right? You talk to any kid, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be an astronaut. They've got them. They've trapped their mind. They have them living on a ball. Why does it matter? Let's talk about why it matters, and we'll wrap it up. I know we're super over, but I think this was a good conversation. Okay, so So why does it matter? And the thing is, your thoughts create your reality. If they can keep your thoughts in fear and in lack, we're running out of food, we're running out of land, we're running out of water, we're running out of energy, we're running out of asteroids going to take us out, and you're believing in that, and then you live in fear, your thoughts lose their manifestation power. And then if you're like, well, we just have this. What if there's more land? What if there's more land than just this globe? What if there's more land beyond Antarctica? Now, I don't need to speculate what's beyond Antarctica.
She entrusted them to my care.
I don't need to speculate what's beyond Antarctica, but it's fun to. So, how would you hide the Earth? So here's a map. This is the regular Mercator map, and we cut out part of South America and North America, and we wrap it around a sphere, and we teach kids in school. There's no boats, there's no planes, okay? And we teach kids in school. There is no Europe, there is no Australia, there is no Africa, there's just this part of here, and you're not allowed to go to this white dot. It's very dangerous. We have to protect the ice and the penguins. Okay? Right? So this is all that there is. And then you wouldn't even know that Europe existed. Right? We don't have radios, we don't have anything. Okay? You wouldn't know, and this is your prison. Okay? So what if the world was like this? Joseph, pay attention here. You maybe you've seen it. Okay? So we have all of these ponds. We live in a pond. We live in the center of this one right here. Okay? These ponds, pieces of the plane, a planet, if you will, and we cut it out, and we wrap it around a sphere, and we say, this is where you live, and you're not allowed to explore south. South is this white area, which is at the bottom of a ball that nobody seems to be able to circumnavigate. Okay? You're not allowed to go explore here. This is all that there is. Okay? This is a problem. Right? This is a prison for your mind. And it stops you from using your full potential, gaining your full potential, becoming the true superpower person that you are. They don't want you to know that you have psychic abilities. They don't want you to know that you have freedom, that you have God-given rights. And nobody can give you your rights. They can only try to take them away. And they can't take them away unless you agree. So they trick you into agreeing, right? They trick you into agreeing to all of their nonsense.
Real quick, on Antarctica, Richard Byrd, the pilot, said that he flew into a cavern in his diaries and talked about seeing all sorts of stuff in Antarctica.
Yeah. So Antarctica, when Richard Byrd went out there and said there's more land bigger than the United States that no human has ever set foot upon, he was. Whoops, I want to show you. He was reigned as a hero, and then everyone said, all right, all the countries jump aboard. We can't go to Antarctica anymore. Wait, I discovered more land. No people are there. No animals are there. There's no environmental issues, even though environmentalism wasn't a word back then. And it's filled with resources, and then every country in the world ends up agreeing that we can't go there and explore. Okay, wait a minute. Well, we have to protect the ice and the penguins. Wait a minute. We can destroy the Amazon, but we got to protect the ice and the penguins. And there's resources there, and there's no people to displace. I mean, it's retarded, all right? I'm using the word because it is retarded, all right? And Admiral Byrd had his parades, and they made he's a big guy, he's a big deal. But what is really out there? And the truth is, we don't know. There's stories of the Iron Republic about in the 1800s about more land beyond Antarctica with advanced civilizations, right? Advanced civilizations out there, right? Let me show you this. You guys have probably seen this, but I added some new stuff to it. This is a ship tracking website. You can track all cargo ships. We found some ships that were crazy distances, 730 miles inland from the closest bay. How does an active ship get 730 miles inland? Okay, and it's 1.9 miles above sea level. How, even if there was an inlet, how did it get 1.9 miles above sea level? Okay? How does that happen? Right? So here's another one, 905 miles inland. 905 miles, right? 2.37 miles above. And he's almost at the center. That's almost where the alleged South Pole is. Okay? How does a ship get there? Okay? How does a ship get there? And the answer is, what if? Okay? What if the world was set up with this? Right? And when they take you from Santiago to the center of this island here, which is bigger than the United States, Canada, Mexico doubled, they tell you you're at Antarctica and this is it. And they tell you that there's an ice wall all the way around, but in reality it's open waterways to other lands. But nobody is allowed to explore beyond 60 degrees south. So you would never even be able to see them. Never be able to get close enough to zoom in on them. Okay? Maybe you would, right? But so what happens if sorry about that. So one of those ships we looked at, it said it was from the island of Kiribati, or the nation of Kiribati. Where's Kiribati? Out here in the middle of the South Pacific, nowhere, right? Here it is, I put a pin on it. It's a tiny little sand atoll, or coral atoll, whatever you want to call it. And China gave them $10 billion recently. It's a very important trade route. America, I think they gave them billions and billions recently. And we're all interested in this little island. Why would a ship need to stop there? Why would a ship need to stop there? Right? For it to be a trade route. And here's the other thing. You know that Captain Cook tried to circumnavigate Antarctica. It's only 13,000 mile route, 3.5 years, went over 68,000 miles. There's a Captain Cook hotel in Kiribati. Listen, we got a ship that's in a possible place. We got a Captain Cook hotel. Okay? That's not the war. Okay? So recently, we're looking at ship tracking on Kiribati, and we see all of these ships here at their giant, they have a gigantic pier, by the way, gigantic pier, and we're looking at them, and either they're going to an unknown destination, or they're going to Christmas Island. Christmas Island. Santa Claus. Saint Claus.
Like they're mocking us, dude.
Well, maybe that's their code, or whatever. So you got all these ships going to weird or nowhere places. This little island, what can they be exporting from there? There's not even enough land to grow anything. Most of it's unpopulated, right? What are they trading? Are they trading computer chips, tuna fish, children? I don't know. Weapons? Maybe, who knows?
The above.
All of the above. So there's a whole bunch of other things, right? So on a flat Earth, on a globe Earth, you have 24 lines coming from North Pole to South Pole, evenly divided. Those are all your time zones. They just spin around. So they should all be perfectly straight curved lines dividing the world up into time zones. Makes perfect sense. You know that there's how many time zones? There's time zones in the north. There's 18 time zones, and in the south there's 32 time zones. And if you look how they're broken up, it actually is the perfect way to hide the globe, hide the flat Earth, and make it work on a globe. There's 32 time zones. It doesn't work. But there's also this weird time zone at the date line. And if we look at that time zone, right, there's over 3.5 time zones in here, but they're claiming this is one time zone. Guess what's in the weirdest spot of all? Kiribati.
Right in that little nook. Like, why would it be a little nook like that?
You know what the mean? I don't. But I want to know. I mean, there's really strikes. And then if you want to look at all the news from years ago, Kiribati, nuclear testing there. They're blowing up nuclear bombs there left and right. But people are living there. Okay, no problem. Like, they don't want people going there. I don't want to go there. There's a little nuclear bomb there. Radiation. Well, you should go to Vegas either then. Okay? Speaking of Vegas, we're having a conference in Las Vegas October 21st, 22nd called Platinoverfest. You can check it out on my website at underneath the conference. One of the reports, one of the soldiers said, he was the nuclear bomb was so crazy. When I put my hand over my fist, I could see my bones of my hand through my hand. Like that's funny. Okay? Well, that's what he said in the interview. Okay? Come on. Okay? Go back on slide. Go ahead. Do you want me to do?
You go back to the big map the rainbow map.
Yeah. Give me a second. That was all the time dogs, and that's to show you all the legend time dogs. Okay, that one.
I just wanted to show them.
What are you doing for Gay Pride Month? Hey, you know what I don't say it every time. If you put Gay Pride as one, listen, I have no problem with people, whatever your situation is, but this whole agenda is the thing. Gay Pride put together has the word demon in it. I don't know if this is a coincidence, I'm sure.
I do want to ask Dave this question, like, I'm going down the whole rabbit hole, like, kind of ecosystem going, New York City, and also Sandy Hook, you must know someone, a friend of a friend, or someone that either died of one of the tragedies, you know? Because I know you don't believe it. That's one reason.
So that's another discussion you're not allowed to have on here, but I have lots of information. I was involved in several documentaries about that. And here's the thing, don't believe anything I say. If you want to know the truth about that, it's been removed from YouTube. All right, write this website down, stoplookthing.com. And search Sandy and the fishing thing, and then watch a few of those videos. There's one of them called Unraveling Message that 2, 3, 4, 5 dimensions. That one will hook you. Okay, that one will get you to see the deception. And there's so many. It's not a theory. It's an emotional topic that people can't look at the logic. But it's crazy. Some people winning the lottery 50 friggin' times, right? To every one of those families, everyone but 1 or 2 of the families that had somebody involved was packed up and ready to move before it happened, and moved the next day. It's weird. They all moved to the town within a year of it happening. So all the people that happened to their kids, they moved there the same year, and they moved out the day after. They were all packed up, like they were brought in for a project, and then they left. Okay? Very, very weird. Wouldn't you say? Isn't that weird? You get it weird?
But Joe, I think this is one we just have to go agree to disagree with him. Otherwise, we're going to go down a rabbit hole.
Well, I want you to go watch the video and make a moment. Don't listen to anything I have to do, right? And those families, setting up their GoFundMes 3 days before it happened. That's weird. Can I get it weird on that one? Robbie Parker set up his GoFundMe 3 days before the event happened. Weird, right? And
That was a mistake. You weren't supposed to see.
yeah, wait. And then the other thing is, you guys have kids, right? When you have kids in first grade, you're the average age, I don't know, 25 to 32 years old. The average age of those parents was something like 47. The average age of all of the parents that had a kid involved was something like 47, or it was a number that never, ever, ever, anywhere in the world has ever happened, ever, anywhere. In any class of first graders, you do not have that average age. Weird.
Joe, that's something I wouldn't mind looking into a little bit because
Yeah, for sure.
Listen, StopLookThings.com. Here's the thing. You can believe whatever you want. It's easy to believe things, however. StopLookThings.com, there's a whole bunch of videos. Take a week to watch those videos, okay? Watch those videos and don't watch it with the purpose of defunking them, right? And won't be able to. So, there you go.
all right, yeah. Jedi, did you have a question?
No. Passed out.
Well, I think basically if you got this far and you haven't watched, definitely click on the link so you can watch because this won't make much sense unless you're actually watching the video. Dave, we love having you on. This is the 3rd time with you. This is our 100th show.
Oh, nice. I appreciate that. Just one other thing on the app, the Friend Finder, we hit 104,000. So if you think the flat Earth is not real, just take a look at the app. Let this page load for a second. Look at all the people in the United States. Look, I'll zoom in on Connecticut. Pretty crazy. Where is Connecticut? Can't even say. Yeah. Look at all these people. These are all flat earthers. Okay? And on the app, you can message them. People get together. People are getting married. People are getting jobs. People are hiring people. People are doing all sorts of stuff using the friend finder. And it's taking a big upgrade coming very soon. It's going to be like Facebook, whole social media thing. You can friend people. You can do all sorts of stuff. Like if I go to my profile, this is what the new profile is going to be like. You can post things and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, it's going to be cool. And you can friend people, and then you're going to be able to play interactive games. I've got like this tile game that's coming out, and I'll be able to connect with you, connect with a friend, and then we can play each other, talk to each other while we're doing it.
I get the flat right now. So Dave, where is the friend finder on here?
It's the handshake button.
Handshake. So I'm on the regular flatter clock screen.
I can't. I'll show you. I'll show you where it is. So go to.
Oh, I got it. The handshake.
Right, and then the first time you go there, it asks you to register. Listen, the app takes no personal information. You can even put a fake email address in there. Just don't forget your password. Okay? Just
Right.
and then so once you're in there, you can check it out, and you get messages like, hey, we did a radius message. I said everyone within 50 kilometers. We're having a meeting at Rico's Pizza in Stanford, and 75 people showed up. It was amazing.
And
Amazing.
Joe and Jedi, you guys know I'll meet someone from this app.
Dude, there's so many people. There's so many people. Here's the thing. Every blue dot on there is somebody that you could be best friends with. That's somebody that could even be more than a best friend, depending on your life situation. And everyone, like, I've never met a blue dot I don't like. Everyone on there knows that we don't live on a spinning ball. That's a huge step, right? They know that, the boogeyman is not real, okay? They know lots of things. And so if you're of that mindset, there's no better true friend finder. Look, a new person just joined. It's growing super fast. Fast.
If I was going to have a side piece, I would want her to be a flatter to her.
Damn right. Yeah, that's a hot woman right there.
That's a hot chick right there.
Yeah.
Dave, what was the website again for the convention?
The convention is going very easy, right? It's flatterfestival.com, but if you just hit the shopping cart button on the app, the first, that's not even there. Actually, it's not on here yet. We're waiting. We're actually having a conference, an online conference, June 23rd and June 24th. It's called the Mount Meru Summit, and you get 50% off if you use my code, and it's like $50. It's a 2-day full conference about health, about flat earth, about all freedom. It's mind-blowing. It's such a great thing. It's fantastic. So come to the conference, and then come virtually to the conference. And by the way, if you're busy for part of the day, it's all right. Just go back and watch it later. You have access to it forever afterwards. It's phenomenal. But flatearthdave.com, the link to the conference.
Birds give me a lot.
The link right at the top of the page. The link to the Flattoberfest in Vegas, October 21st and 22nd, that weekend. And it's going to be a super amazing time. But more importantly, right now, the Flat Earth Virtual Summit, flatearthdave.com. Check that out. And you know what? Even if you don't believe the Earth is flat, you're going to learn some stuff, and then you'll know the Earth is flat also. But that's a side benefit. But you're going to learn some stuff about how David Avocado Wolf is going to be there. His presentation alone will blow your mind. And I'll be there on a panel also.
I think it'd be a blast. And now me and you are both Caribbean guys. I love the Caribbean. Would you still take the trip to the Flat Earth Festival over like a prepaid trip to the Caribbean?
Oh, if I had a choice, prepaid trip to the Caribbean or Flattoberfest? Is that what you're saying? I have to make a choice? I would do Flattoberfest. It's the same amount of time.
Yeah!
Okay?
Yeah.
It would have been tougher a couple years ago because now I spend 2 months in Mexico every winter. So I can I have my Caribbean, my tropical itch fix. I have my fix.
Yeah. So I think we're going to wrap this up, but thanks so much for coming on with us, Dave. And like I said, we're going to put the video up on YouTube, and the third time, so thanks a lot.
Appreciate it. The app, by the way, $3. There's an $11 a year subscription if you want to be able to message people. You don't have to get it. We'd like you to get it. and you might want to get it because it just does a lot more. It's $11. Basically, we're at a bar, you bought me a margarita, it's a different bartender on the tip. Alright? So, and that's for a year, right? But wait, also, just one other thing. On the app, if you're in the friend finder and you click this button right here, that shows your referral page. You get a random number right here. Just click the pencil, edit it. You can change yours to Todd, right? That's a good name. Yeah. And then anyone you're not the flutter for somebody, which you will be, because you'll be upset because they won't realize it's flat. You'll say, when I get the app, say, oh yeah, by the way, when it asks you for a referral code, just put in my name. And if you get 11 points or more, you can trade them in for a year's subscription. Right? So I made it pretty easy. It's also fun because you can go on the leaderboard, and if you look on the leaderboard, these are the top 50 people that, look, there it is, the top 50 people through the referral, so you can see what everyone's doing. Caleb, 2,000 man in America came out of nowhere. The third place is sweet.
You didn't get any bites.
He did it.
Bites?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I have, so I'm gonna go get
But not
some.
the flatter society, okay?
Please
Good.
stop.
That's controlled opposition.
Put on my bed because I get like bites all over my,
Alright.
and they're not chiggers.
Right, and
Chiggers don't.
next time you book me, you
Yeah.
gotta at least.
I mean, I saw one.
I'm not
I
sure.
think one was on my finger yesterday. It was only one.
Right, you
Yeah,
guys,
they-
you guys
they-
are way past the spinning globe. Come on.
They like
Yeah.
that. One will take a whole
Okay.
bunch. You might want to clean your
It's
bag.
easier to say it's the spinning
But I haven't
globe.
noticed anything lately.
The ignorant people that have no idea.
Well,
that
you
they
wouldn't
don't
see.
know.
You would feel bites. You would
Right.
Yeah, I didn't notice. Like,
itchy bites. You know, like itchy because I found a couple of them on my thigh.
So much for
I just wanna know because Ruby was in your bed.
that was before you guys were down to the farm.
Check us out
Okay,
on
well
Press
then.
Media,
All right.
Facebook, and
So you should be
Spotify.
okay.
All
So-
you gotta
Yeah, because I haven't noticed anything in that. Because
Well, I'm gonna still get the spray and spray everything in there.
oh yeah, you definitely want to.
In all the rooms and every carpet. They don't get on furniture. They just go on carpets and bedding and stuff.
Well, yeah, they want to go. I mean, I'll just wash all my fucking. I'll just change all my fucking sheets.
Okay, well all the sheets are in there in that thing. Just when you wash them, wash it in hot water.
Yeah. Yeah. My puppies had fleas and went down to the farm. Not a lot. They just had a little bit of them. I hate fleas. Fleas are fucking annoying. They only live in wooded areas. Oh. So, go through my stuff. I'm gonna wash my crap. Got the best pre-workout on the market. It's called Godzilla Monster Berry Lime. It has everything in it. It has creatine too. 2 scoops is 5 grams of creatine. Has that pink hydration sea salt. This stuff is amazing. I'll show you right now. This is the only one I've seen on the market that has all the creatines, has everything on it. I guess it's really hard to see. This stuff is astounding. It was like $61, but I'll tell you what, it's worth it. Okay, let's change all this stuff. Yeah, I gotta wash my crap anyway. Got stuff in there. Game's getting pretty good now that I started upgrading stuff. Should have upgraded that crap a while ago. That's crazy. There you go. Fluff out all my covers. boots today. My fucking like boots have been hurting me. My upper, my upper butt next to my lower back has been hurting. It's annoying. I have to pop my fucking hip. I'm gonna do that right now, actually. Do some warm-up techniques. Okay. Need some pedals though. Oh, there it goes. Oh, there it goes. Oh, that felt so good. Whew. This game got a lot easier now that I upgraded my shit. I'm really happy I upgraded it. Dang it, you bed though. That fucking sucks. Hold on. I just want to give you a heads up. I know a lot of people like holidays and that, but holidays are completely formulated for marketing. Isn't that funny? And the one holiday that no one likes to market that much is Halloween. Like, they do market it, but they don't market nearly as much as they market, like, Christmas. It's kind of funny to market Christmas so much, you know. They say, oh, you know, that's supposed to be, you know, when Christ was born. Actually, Christ was born at Easter. But I think it's when he died, it was during the Christmas time, or whatever it was. Then again, who knows? They got truth. A lot of people say a lot of things. About Jesus? Like, they don't know when he was born, blah, blah, blah. But again, they want to market it as Christmas. Look at that nice and clean sheet. Yeah, I'm going to do some booty exercises today. Yeah. I suggest, before you go to bed, nice little exercise you can easily do. Do a whole bunch of hip thrusters. Do them until them fuckers burn. I'll tell you what, that's what's cool about exercising. You can do them in your bed. Anybody. Do your butt thrusters. I'll tell you what. That stuff, other than it's a pretty easy exercise to do. But like the cool thing about your legs, since you use them so much, you can use them and get them to burn a lot easier. You actually build a lot of leg muscles pretty quick. It actually worked really well. Because your hips, I always see a lot of like older guys and older women, they always have hip problems. Always. They always walk funny in that. They always got, people stop doing stuff basically. So, FYI, when you stop moving, that's when your body starts to dilute, you know. People say, oh, I don't want to live forever, you know, because I'll get old and I won't be able to move. Well, yeah, you ain't moving anyway. Yeah, most people barely move. They do. Now let's go out there. Go to if you live in the area I live in South Carolina, go to some of the superstores. Go through the pre-workout line. Go get a really good pre-workout you like. You know, sometimes they'll even let you taste test some of them, that so you actually like the flavor or not. Look how big this fucking scooper is. This thing is gigantic. There's so much crap in this stuff. It is gargantuan amount of fucking ingredients. It is ridiculous how much ingredients they put in this stuff. I wonder how many of these cold water. Sugar water. Oh. You gotta get one's creatine, or if you get creatine on the side, the price will be a lot cheaper. So you buy yourself a thing of creatine. Buy a thing of creatine, get yourself a really good tasting pre-workout that has all the good stuff in it. Drop your 2 scoops of creatine, start hitting the weights. Actually, you only drop 1, but honestly, 5 grams is all you really need. Some people like doing more. 5 grams, Yeah, it helps a lot. Green team's amazing. I'm already upgrade my fan. Take on my day off. I need to go to Sam's. Because the fan I have now, it's loud as hell. It's not a fan, it's a blower. It has a fan on the bottom of it. It sucks up air. It sucks and blows really good. I have to say, once you upgrade to the second level or even the third level, my god, that's so much power. To be honest with you, you're put on a grid in this game for a little while, but once you can get in these areas and do the fights you upgrade everything. It'll save you a lot of time with bosses. Lots of times with bosses. Where's Liger at? Where's Liger? Where's Liger? Go get Liger? Where is he? Oh, I'm gonna say fuck Liger. Likey! You feel better? Got old doggy. I like it. Hi, baby. Got an old puppy. Got him when he was like 6 months old. I believe I was 20. He's 14, I'm 30. I was 19 years old when I got him. Man. Imagine me at 19. Nothing's changed. Nah. Personality-wise, just a lot's changed. Yeah, lots changed. Dang, I should think about getting that. I really don't like this one a lot. What's this one do? Okay, it just burns everyone. Summons a massive pillar of fire, burns all enemies. Ooh, restores my health too. Really? I can't even fucking get it. Yeah, like. Well, the thing is, I don't like getting rid of my attacks though. That's the problem. I might as well just get these up. I might as well just max these out. Just have these 2 attacks maxed out.
Make sure you're aiming that for the fish there.
Fresh cut, fresh cut. Ate my first avocado from Deerbergs, and my God, it was delicious. Avocados are awesome. My God, they're so tasty. They are the super of superfoods. Yeah, I'll max them out first, and I'm gonna go towards the other one. Yay! Yeah, I'm dying. Wait, that was funny though. They're talking about something in the 50s and that actually gave people cancer. Here's what I have to say. For whatever we think that we get, it's been made. Like, human beings are meant to live for a long time. The only reason why they don't want us to live a long time is it makes it harder for them to control us once we get to a certain age. Like, they're trying to manifest, like, some type of, like, lifestyle that doesn't actually truly exist. And what I mean by that is they're trying to make us believe that we are always in danger. I do not go to the doctor. I refuse to go to the doctor. Like, I just don't go. Every time you get checkups and blood work and all this crap, and they're like, oh, make sure you go to the doctor and get blood work, and that my blood's fine. I don't need... I know when my body has issues and that. I always say, oh, you gotta get a yearly checkup on stuff and that, you gotta get all the stuff and that. They know. Like, people that don't get, like, don't get any type of, like, injections of any sort. Nice. And I think I get like a couple hundred right now. I just want to upgrade my my skills all the way. Because next boss fight I fight, I want to be able to sit there and beat some ass.
Make sure you're aiming. fish there, son.
Whee! They actually all do a pretty good job. Like, she'll deal some massive damage into the dog. I think what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to knock him out in the air with the flame attack, then you're supposed to switch over this and hit him with that. Oh, it doesn't do it that fast. It never does. Almost there!
That's it.
I didn't get my hair cut. I gotta get trimmed a little shorter. I think go back to that blacksmith and go see if I can upgrade my shit, because I got all this extra crap. Okay. I can go in right now and go level up and shit. Yeah! Okay, fuck yeah. Go back here, get the blacksmith. Well, the higher level you get, the more crap you can get. I'm assuming.
Make it quick. What do you want?
Okay. We'll go to this. Alright, have that one. I don't think I can do anything right. Anyway, that's not good back. I can do this one. No, I need one more of that. How about this one?
Anything else?
I can't really do anything. The camera's always in the fucking way.
Yes? What? If you're
What
gonna
do we
be
got here?
quick about it.
It wasn't me. Oh, okay, so you can't really do any of that shit. Okay. Let's go back to Oral Man. Let's go kill these motherfuckers. Yes, you gotta stretch. Stretching is really good for you. Especially getting those fucking hamstrings, man. I look at these younger people, man. Some of them are doing pretty good, but some of them, man. But I realize, like, it's really hard. If you go through enough trauma in life because your parents are fucking stupid, this is the problem is. This is why I always tell the younger generation, like in their 20s now, like, you guys really need to start, like, learning and start being more educated, start understanding free thinking. Stop listening to people that think, I know what I'm talking about. Them people are complete fucking morons. Every time you listen to anyone that's single talk about marriage, they've been divorced 3 or 4 fucking times. I would say once or twice. For women, don't listen. Do not listen to these. I know they all go on TikTok. I know they see these things. Why not watch that stuff on TikTok? Yeah, you do. Every time you talk about a man and that, you're like, I need to know what a man to talk to a man. That's the whole point of having a father figure. Your father is supposed to tell you, this is how men really are. And you're like, oh, okay. And then you bring yourself up to that standard of knowing how to get a guy. This is why so many people have problems. Same thing with men. This is why so many men have problems trying to get women. They think they need to be all satisfying and emotional, all this stuff. And I'm like, you can be. Yeah. But all I have to say is, like, just be your damn self. You don't need all that crap. Like, people want too much, and they want, like, people talk about money at, and like some of these girls and most of these girls that I listen to, that I see on TikTok and that. These girls that I listen to, that I see on TikTok and that. And like. And these girls are playing with guys. I see it all the time. They do it so much. Like when a man gets emotionally involved with a woman, and that women learn how to play men at a very young age nowadays. It is phenomenally hilarious. level? Almost. The reason why I say it's funny in that because I'm learning how to engage myself, and men will literally flat out lie to other men or lie to themselves about it. And this shit's fucking priceless to him. So they're like, do you know that you're flat out just lying to yourself about this stuff? Sweet! Yeah, now I need to start getting up my other ones. And the funny thing is, a lot of people notice that. Like, a lot of men are oblivious to that. I'm not even joking. A lot of men are like super oblivious to like actual like what the fuck's going on with women and that. It is a simple mind trick. I've been dealing with it the bulk of my life and that, and that's why it's so important to talk about. Yeah, it's ridiculously important to talk about. And like people, like I can tell, so like there's a young guy working that. He's really playful in that. He doesn't really give into emotions that much and that, at least it looks like. He's got a really gorgeous woman. You know, he's young, he's like 16. Or no, he's almost 18 actually. And he's really cool. Why? Because he's got good parents. His parents are smart. So if people think parenting doesn't lead your children to be more successful, being good parents, teaching your children more than what the school system teaches. This is what I found with a lot of stupid parents. They do not want to teach your children. They don't want to teach their children anything. They want their children to walk around and not know fucking absolutely nothing. Like nothing. They want you to walk around and like, oh, don't know how the system works. You know how the system works? System works by making money, giving promotions, making more fucking damn money. And that's what it is. That was the best fart ever. I got her Yeah. Where you at? Outside? They don't survive too long on the ground, man, because it gets too cold. Man, I don't think my bad has anything. I haven't noticed any. Oh, I know. Yeah, when I was with Tim and that, when his dogs all had fleas and shit, yeah, they jump all over you. Yeah, but we didn't. Well, the thing is, we caught it. We caught it probably in time when they weren't really nesting, because if you catch them the first day or so, they doesn't spread that fast. They take. Oh yeah, this is the last time you guys went down to the farm. This is the last time you guys went down to the farm. Well, that pillow, yeah. So basically what the pillow does is it radiates through the skin and it makes it like a scent. They call it. Oh, yeah, he have, unless you guys give him that free stuff, but It's just a waste of fucking earbuds. Honestly, if you wash them when you get home and that, there should be. If you wash them with that scented flea stuff, then they should die pretty quick. Well, he was. Most of the time, like I said, if you catch it fast enough, they're not going to go full climb that much. Yeah. Okay. Goodbye. I'm not doing my baby. I kind of like that other sword better. Looks better. I'll kill these guys. Okay, so they don't stay on my level. Okay, I should get higher level then. Yeah, come on, sneezing son of a bitch. Fuck. God, you're gonna have to sneeze on fucking battling people. Give me 8? Oh, wow, that's fucking horrible. Wow, I didn't even drink all my pre-workout yet. Shit's kicking in. Woo! Wow, shit's kicking in. Oh. Boost up my weight a little bit. 20 pounds and everything. Yes, one guy working that. He's like, oh man, like my back hurts and that. You know, I can't pick up anything, you know, heavy and that. And I said, you gotta use your abs. If you tighten up your abs while you're picking up stuff, that's why core is so important. That's why you see me doing these exercises. It builds up all the hamstrings and that, and your lower back and your glutes. People think that you're just weak and that you can never get stronger. The honest truth is, people are full of shit. Oh man, that felt good. Ooh, that was a good weight. Oh, that good ass burner. Woo! Yeah. Do those simple exercises. Basically, I did half deadlifts. Let's keep it doing. Basically, I was just like bending my knees a little bit and kind of just like using my hamstrings. People always do, well, you gotta do this full. You can't do halfies and all that shit. I'll tell you, there's no wrong way to exercise. Just exercise. It's all, I mean, in some ways I would say that there is. If you're not, let me rephrase this. There's a right way to exercise, but with the right weight, just moving with that weight and getting the muscles to burn, there's notification of growth that are be able to grow. Some people don't actually understand that. So when they lift weights and that, they're like, oh, I lift heavy ass weight, and they never grow. You know, they'll do like, you know, they'll test their strength they already have, but they don't actually get really stronger. Because the more muscle that you have on your body, the more endurance you get. That's why you've ever seen like really fat people and that, like fat guys and that, they're fucking bulky, they got big, huge arms and shit. Their legs are fucking gigantic. Well, they're used to hauling around fat for their whole entire life. And some people say, well, that's unhealthy and that. I'm like, to a certain extent, it is unhealthy, but if they're constantly building muscle and that mass is staying on them, their muscles are used to carrying that weight. That people are really fucking strong. Like, they can lift lots of weight. You know, I was like seeing, I saw this one kind of heavy, he's a heavy, thick guy in that. You can't say he's like really, like, fucking, like, huge with muscle. Because you can't tell because he's fat. You know, he was bench pressing over 300 pounds. He done it multiple times in that, you know. And, like, it's all about mass. So, like, the skinnier you are, unless you practice with lifting heavy weight, your nervous system's going to be able to be used to it. More than likely, you're not going to be able to lift enormous amount of weight multiple times. You're going to be more like an energy person. You'll be, like, super fucking explosive because you have to get it off of you, or it's going to, your muscles can't hold it enough to be able to get it off of you. Like, there's just one Asian guy, he's a power lifter. Okay. He can bench press like 300 and something pounds, and he can, you know, he hits on his chest. Yeah, I see him do. He hits on his chest. He uses his legs to force it up, and he'll get it forced up like twice. Oh fuck! Damn. I mean, dude's smaller than me. He would say, "Well, he's stronger than you." Well, yeah, if you train your body can do anything. If you could do, like, I did, like, 30-something reps of 40 pounds, just hitting the hamstrings, just hitting them like this, like clockwork. Guess what? If I go up to 30 pounds next week, and hit 30. And say next week I go up to 40 pounds. Probably a little bit above that. I would say I go up to 20 pounds next week, and I go up to 30 pounds the week after that. And also I'm hitting 40 pounds. I do 30. I can only pick up 80 pounds with the mass, with my glutes and my hamstrings, my lower back. How many people lift up 80 fucking pounds? Or even more or less 40 pounds. I'm doing now. Lift up 40 pounds worth of weight off the ground. That's how you have to think. So if the average person, they'll pick up something off the ground, they're like, oh man, my back hurts. It's not your back, it's your glutes. It's your glute muscle. It's that upper glute. You got your glute muscle's gigantic. That's why it's really important to work it out. Other than that, it burns off an enormous amount of calories because it's such a big muscle. But you can do a lot of endurance work with your glutes. That's why you see a lot of girls have these gigantic fucking butts. And they do a lot of glute work. Because other than that, it's a very, sexy thing. This got a fucking mosquito bite, didn't I? Yeah, this got a little fucking mosquito bite. I must got bit a little bit ago. Anyway. I like my blood. That's what it is. Like, if you think back then, when people were actually more active, like, they were like their parents, say like their parents were like, say your parents were like drill instructors now, like your dad's a drill instructor, he's training you to, they're like, oh, I'm not being part of the military now. The reason why I say that because there's a guy I saw at QT that used to be in the Marines. Dude, in really good shape. Honestly, he's in his 30s and that. He's stacked. He's ripped. He runs every day. He's very strong. He got big ass fucking veiny ass forearms and that. I mean, he's really short. He looks more like stocky short. So his muscles he's like medium bone, but he's short, so all his muscles are a little bit more condensed. And me and him were talking about that. He's like, I take the soldier stuff seriously, and that, like, when I lift weights and that, or do stuff that I keep it. I keep my manners. I keep myself strong. I do my push-ups every day. I run every day. And honestly, when you stay in shape when you were younger and you stay in shape throughout your whole entire life, you keep the same routine up, you're always going to be in shape. Now, getting into shape, say like at my age, getting into shape, gaining muscle and trying to get my cardio up and that, it's a hell of a lot harder, but once you already are in shape, you're already into that kind of thing. Man. That's just what it is. I understand a lot of people don't get that stuff. Because people nowadays are lazy as fuck because they're all on nicotine, they're all taking drugs, that smoking weed, and they're lazy. Super lazy. Like if they build their mass up, they build it while they're young because they're all into it. And they might do stuff in that just because they gotta keep their body looking good. Because they have self-conscious problems. That's not what it is. A lot of people have self-conscious problems. And they have to look a certain way. Woo! Oh man. That worked on my lower back real good. I like that. Yeah! Feeling good. Oh. Hydration salt's kicking in. Oh man. This pre-workout feels great. Whew. I ain't drank all of it yet. Holy crap.
This morning, I was running around, I was doing a lot of errands this morning, and I was just absolutely keyed into this Twitter space where I had all of these people, I think at one point it was at 100,000 people listening to this, and there were a bunch of speakers, they were kind of all over the place, but a good half of them fucking stupid. They're so funny, like, this is it for Russia. Right? Russia's never going to be the same. It's over for Putin. Wagner is on the outskirts of the Kremlin right now, and they're about to blow it up, man. Right? Vladimir Putin's fled the country. He's in a doomsday Russian plane. That's stupid because it doesn't have any fuel because Russia's not having fuel in plane. Fucking already crashed because he's got cancer and steroid breaks. Fucking he doesn't know what it is good. It's over. It's over. The entire coup is now over, by the way. And it's not somebody's opinion. The forces are leaving, they're withdrawing, they're going back, right back to Ukraine. This entire thing. It's fascinating how many people on the left-hand side were dead-ass scared of symbols, and we're today going, I don't care who's going to threaten them. Let's say this coup was actually taking place. They are telling everybody to not be worried about a madman. They call him madman. He's a madman, right? Just like Trump, right? It's a crazy madman with nukes. He's been painted into a corner. They want to know who's being murdered, what is it, killed, and they're not at all concerned about ramifications. Oh, there will be annihilation. You have thought about everything in fucking Ukraine. Maybe you shut the fuck up. None of these people ever shut the fuck up. There was a massive amount of people from this fuck. Totally correct. None of this is good for us, for anybody out there. A destabilized fucking Russia out of nowhere. The paramilitary group paid for. This is going to end up families. This is dangerous for all of us. Fucking lunatics. Don't think that there'll be ramifications from a war over here being undermined and going through a coup.
You know, what the problem is? Ever since I've been a flat earther, now I can't even listen to any fucking news at all. Not even like people like Salty Cracker. They're actually pretty good people in that, because nuclear bombs don't exist. Like, in a way that we think. Like, we have bombs that will level cities, but we have to shoot enormous amount of them to be able to do that. Like, we have high explosive bombs. We have cluster bombs. Are probably like, I would say probably one of the better ones to be able to destroy stuff in that, because they shoot out a bunch of bombs all together and then they scatter as they fly down. But yeah, nuclear bombs don't exist. Like all that stuff never existed. The reason why it doesn't exist, because no one hasn't been using them for fucking how long now? You're like, well, they don't want to use them then because of the, okay, it's a, they want to, if you look at the media and that, they want to threaten you with a bunch of stuff because they want you to be like, okay, there's a problem. I believe in magic. I believe in ether magic more than I believe in nuclear bombs. I believe in magic more than I believe in nuclear bombs. Why? Because the sense of ether is what we call magic in some ways or another. And like, that is the biggest problem. Like, they're lying to us about everything. Like, ether does exist. If you're a highly spiritual person, then you actually like see like what the fuck's going on, that you actually obviously know that we've been lied to so much. And people always want to ask why we've been lied to so much. It's because they have more power than us, because they want us to believe in garbage stuff, because so they can have more power over us. That's all it is. But just imagine if we can have powers like in this game. Why do so many fantasy games always have... They always talk about ether, they always talk about magic. Where do you get this stuff from? How do you just imaginate this stuff? You don't imaginate it. This stuff is actually 100% real in some context. Let's see how Like, the biggest thing is people don't really understand because we lost it. We burned all the books of technology and that back then. That why do you think, for thousands of years we didn't invent...
Do you want to spray your bed?
I changed my sheet.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Like, I didn't notice anything last night when I was sleeping.
Okay, you would know.
Yeah, well, I know. They would about jump.
Oh, you know, because you've been there.
Yeah, they'll jump all over you and that, yeah.
Okay, well, she really wasn't in your bed.
No.
When she had it, so.
Like I said, you guys, they just start to, like, get it. Like,
yeah.
Because normally after, like, a couple weeks, they'll be bouncing all over the fucking damn place.
Yeah, well, we caught it, so.
Yeah.
Alright. You don't have to work today?
No, I do work today.
So you're on night shift or swing shift again?
Yeah.
So you only do 1 day shift?
Yeah, I do 1 day shift.
When are you off?
Same days.
Tuesday and Wednesday?
Yeah. So I work. I don't know what the next schedule is going to be, but I'm going to find out probably today.
Okay.
Yeah, because they want to put me on more mornings than that, but we're going to have to figure out how they're going to do that. I'm just like, I don't mind doing it because honestly, I don't have to do any extra work. I just do dishes. That's all I do.
Yeah.
I don't have to mop. I don't have to fucking do any of that crap. But most of those waitresses to come back there and grab stuff all the time.
Yeah. That's good. That's all you should do is,
Yeah, like, doing all that excess stuff is just fucking annoying.
Right. Okay.
but just to see how amazing it is to be able to use what our Creator actually gave us, and be able to and be able to go through and be stronger than ever and live longer and pursue life longer and that, learn how nature is and that, and like, I promise you, honestly, once you figure the stuff out and once you be able to grow with it, and once you start changing, once you start eating better, once you start going through the cycles of better stuff and that, it's gonna get better. It always will get better.
Ah, you're back. Thanks for taking care of that.
The abbot had a message for you. 2 more have succumbed.
I see. Come upstairs.
I see, like, that's why a lot of people use candles back then. A lot of candles.
So, now you know, eh?
I've seen plenty of bearers die on the battlefield. But never like that.
And all because they were born different. The powers that be can't take away their gift, so they strip them of their humanity instead. Oh, there's plenty who pity a bearer's plight. But so long as we're content to sit around, weeping for those on whose broken backs we're carried, we ain't gonna change nothing. And so you lend Sid your strength? What little of it I have. Used profits from this place to buy the poor buggers.
So when the abbot told us the bearers were yours...
Aye, they're my property, at least by law. Any still fit to work fetch a price beyond my means. All I can do is care for those who are past mending.
Okay, where's my thing? Ooh. I need to get some water really quick.
Bernard's fixing that fridge for you. You can carry on to Eastpool now. You've got questions that need answering, ain't you? Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you, Martha.
Oh, I almost forgot. Sid and I have other friends in this area. Wear this and we'll know you for one of us. And know that you will always be welcome here. You were right, Sid. It really is them. Lord Rosfield and Lady Warwick have come back to us. And long may they stay.
I can build my room. Hey, I almost said I built my fucking build my room. My room.
This is not clean, Cody.
Oh, because you got a little bit of clutter?
That's dirt. That's trash. That's trash.
How's that trash? It's boxes.
This isn't boxes.
Oh, you got bottles in there? Plastic bottles, clothes?
And I don't know how many times I've come in here and take your dirty dishes off of that thing there. I'm just saying, if you want to keep it clean, leave it clean.
Dirty dishes, not like they're on the floor?
But they can still attack bugs.
Oh, yeah, like you guys have bugs upstairs.
We don't have dirty dishes upstairs. Both in here and here, I don't care to do
Well,
that.
still, but bugs go in there.
Not if they're down there rinsed off like you used to do.
I ain't got no bugs in my room. Bugs in my room anyway. It looks like the garage. It's all open. Every time I get spiders crawling outside, I leave my fan on. No, spiders come inside because it's hot or cold when I'm gone. And you guys make up the excuse like, oh yeah, roaches tonight because there's food all over the place. If you got roaches tonight, then it sucks to be the roaches be in my room. Gross. Smells like a man cave. Sweat and fart. So I got the towel underneath my bed, underneath my floor. Underneath me. Got a little towel there. Oh, okay. Where's Sid?
Sid.
Ah, Clive. You're not where I left you.
Hurt your hand.
I did, aye. With 1,000 little lightning bolts. Can't fling them around the way I used to. Think of it as my decoration for long service and exemplary misconduct. But you didn't come here to compare war wounds.
Oh man, this season's getting so big.
If you want to leave, that's your lookout. I'm sure you'll have a long and happy life together if you stay out of my way.
Sid.
I knew a girl, back in the day. She was a slave to her fate, just like you. I wanted to save her. For a while, I even thought I could. But just because you think something doesn't make it true.
Sid.
I'm no savior. Just a conceited old fool. I talk about people forging their own futures. But instead of handing them the hammer, I beat them with my own. And if no bugger wants to listen to what you've got to say, you might as well keep your gob shut. But Clive, I will say this. You're not a monster. You're the same man you've always been. Accept that, and you may yet escape your fate.
My faith.
Look, lad, you've had a hard life. And I don't see it getting much easier. You might not be able to save anyone else. But at the very least, you can save yourself.
I'll try.
Jill. I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to talk, but I trust you'll take good care of your boy.
Yes, I will.
Is that the last of it?
Aye.
We best head back then. Wouldn't want to keep Nan waiting. Ta-ra then.
That's what's so amazing about, like, I've been learning a lot about life, like back then and that, like when I worked in that, I used to like work really fucking hard for the little bit of money I make. And like nowadays I used to work really lazily and be like, oh, you know, I need a raise in that because, you know, I work so damn hard in that. And the funny thing is, I'm learning the amount of money that I do have is just from not even like 3 years ago. Minimum wage just went up dramatically in 3 years. And I get that people always say, well, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. I say it now, I'm like, well, the reason why rich get richer is because the rich used to bust their ass while they were broke, and they learn how to save up money, and then they become rich because they know how to save up money. And that's the reason why they stay rich. No one just has money unless they worked hard to be able to get that money. You can't just magically just have resources. I'll turn my this. There, baby. Look, I go. Get rid of me. Even the royals had to build a kingdom. They had to work hard. They had to lead people. It's like today's society that, like, no one knows how to be a leader. Like, I had a problem with that stuff. I'm just like, what makes a good leader? People always say, though, you know, makes a good manager. I listen to this crap. Makes good managers not to work to manage people. And I said, what makes a good manager, say, quote, good leader, is someone that works harder than everybody else. Not because you're getting paid more, because it's your moral code to lead. So when you see people, quote, like me, work really fucking hard at work, and people get upset with that shit, people always seem to, like, don't like it. They fucking hate it. People do. People do. People fucking hate it so much. I ain't joking. People hate it when they see other people work hard now. Like I always like I don't know how many times people would tell me people tell me all the time, you work so hard now. I'm like, yeah. And then once they say that, they're like, you should be promoted or you should have a job that's better than what you have now. Like, yeah. Because I'll tell you the truth, I see how lazy people can get, and I promise you, people are fucking lazy as fuck sometimes. I got something on my fucking nose. Yeah. Huh. I got a tickle on my nose. Oh, that's so weird. Oh. Hear that shit happens. Sorry about that. I had to trim my old man nose hairs. They keep tickling my nose. Oh man, water feels so good. It's your best friend. How many points do I have? 444, can't upgrade anything. Summon projectile, wall, liquid flame before launching. So you get all these skills in that, but I can't even equip them all. Like I can't Access when you level up. Okay. Yeah, Papa get that. Yeah, these scorpions don't give me shit. The other guys give me a little more. They give me 8. Yeah, all that pre-workout setting in really good now. All that kind of salt is it? It's like such a thing. What's in here? Oh, Beesican's beast. It's like Henra salt or what the fuck it is. It's a pink salt. It's really, really good for you.
Excuse me. I'll use that plate of yours. Curse my I'm branded. No time to have anything with a house your beach. That's the slumbering cockable we're wearing. You want a Martha's, are you? Good. She won't because me you see. Well, there's one about. We tried dealing with them ourselves. Made out think we might sneak in and slaughter a lot. But I didn't expect the path to be quite so bloody big.
I expect the blight drove them here. They must have fled their homes for greener pastures.
We'd hoped them hot bellies might make them easy prey. We'd made them mean instead. Martha's no fool, so she must see something in you. Do us a favor and get rid of it, will you?
All right. I suppose those walls pose a threat to everyone.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I'd wager the greedy bastards are still over yonder, finishing off our bait. When you see him, go and speak to my friend over the bridge. Bryce, he knows it's safe to come across. Off we go then.
Bryce?
What's it to do there?
Your friend asked me to get rid of the wolves, so I got rid of the wolves.
You have me believe a single bear slew the entire pack. Then again, if you didn't, I wouldn't be inside the bridge. Bugger me, you're a tough one, aren't you? Oh, Frederick! You wily bastard. I never thought to pit beast against beast like that. Served us well, baby. Be sure to pass on thanks during this dance.
Oh, man.
must be useful.
Ooh, got too much focus. Oh man, way too much focus. Oh. Yeah, I still digesting a lot of that pre-workout, feeling like.
Lord Murdoch when I was young. His area seemed a very different place back then.
Quiet, isn't it?
Yes.
You're Clive Frostfield. It's me, Hannah. Rodney Murdoch's wife.
Lady Hannah.
Oh, I knew it was you. You haven't changed at all. Marcus and Jill too. So good to see you again. It's good to see you too, Lady Hannah.
Oof.
If you have time, you simply must go to the house. I haven't much to offer, but what is mine is yours. We should be delighted.
Yeah, Murdoch was the leader of the. The leader guy that trained at the beginning.
To take to the road at such a tender age.
It wasn't easy, but we survived, and
now we're back. It's wonderful to see you safe and well, Lady Hannah. Do you think you will stay here in Eastpool? Rosalith still enjoys the Mother Crystal's blessing, does it not? You could always move. This house holds a lot of memories for me. So long as I can live here in peace, here I shall stay. Not that it matters. The capital is closed to civilians by order of the Duchess. Or should I say, Her Imperial Majesty. Annabella's marriage to the Emperor of Sanbreque heralded a great many changes here.
yes, of course.
Oh, forgive me. I didn't mean to. Oh.
Please, there is nothing to forgive. Would my mother not make an exception for you and your husband? Surely she would not refuse the Lord Commander.
You haven't heard that. Rodney passed away on the night of the fire. He never returned from Phoenix Gate.
Yep. He killed him. Joshua did. When he turned into the Phoenix, he burned him. He roasted his ass.
My poor child. You look pale. All this traveling must have taken its toll. I insist you rest. We can talk later. Are you sure you don't want to sleep inside?
I can't. Not after what I did.
Lady Hannah said she would prepare a change of clothes for you in the morning. She really has been very kind.
Years of killing. 13 years without the faintest glimpse of hope. It was only Joshua that kept me going. I swore that I would avenge his death. That I would kill his killer. That was the only thing that gave my life any meaning. But if it was me who killed Joshua and Murdoch and all the others...
Actually, Joshua killed Murdoch, but yeah.
Then why the hell am I still breathing?
I ask myself the same. When I fought, hundreds died. There were so many bodies, so many lives cut short in their prime. That day in Dharmakia, I wanted to join them. I wanted it all to end. I couldn't bear it anymore. If living meant being that, better to be just another body.
Well, that's what happens when you got supreme power. Power comes with massive responsibility. This has always been the biggest problem with power, and that's why I like pausing in certain scenes I have to explain like the emotional output of things. So, when people don't understand what power is, power of anything is having too much of something. Too much strength, too much currency, too much survivability, whatever the fuck it is. That takes a toll on you because weak people have less responsibility, and that's why they're more or less more emotional, more instinctive. They gravitate more of following stronger people. And this is what the problem has always been. So every time anyone's weak-minded, they always follow people that are strong-minded. That's why the media, these high-end royals that they own everything. This is the reason why they have the media constantly talking about stuff, stupid shit like, global warming, climate change. Oh, watch out, there's a bug now. We need to fight against people that are, against, abortion. We need to fight people that are racist. None of this stuff actually truly exists. It's a fighting point. If everyone got their head out of their asses and critically think and start leading their own lives, just say, be good people. Don't steal. Don't kill people. Don't respect people. Honor people. If you honor people and you respect people, respect is a take and give kind of thing. Honor everybody. Respect people that you know that can be respected. You honor everybody. You're all human beings. I mean, I get it. Nowadays, every time I walk by someone on the street and that. A lot of times I'll nod. I'll do a nod. I don't only wave, I do a nod. It's a greeting. I hold open doors for people. And people are normally pretty mannered, especially people from other countries. I notice people from other countries, they're always like, yes, ma'am, no, sir, kind of thing and that. And I even start doing that, too. And, like, people get so offended sometimes when you call, I haven't seen it yet, but, like, you call them ma'am. Some people do get massively offended, but I haven't seen it yet. I see this stuff, like, in different parts of the country, and that, like, California, New York, these bunch of brainwashed morons that sit there all day. They're on TikTok, and they watch a bunch of stupid shit. They're obsessed with the Ukraine war, like, something's gonna happen, and then, like, nothing happens because people don't give a shit. United States, like, if I talk to anyone from other countries now, they completely say different things than what we think, than what we do. Always different. The United States is caught into a bubble. We are literally the stupidest fucking people in the world. But then again, we're the most spoiled people in the world. Whew. Man. Angie's crazy. And, like, people don't really want to understand. And they normally don't. But people sit there all day long and be like, no, I don't know what to do with my life. It's pretty easy. The structural things of life come down to very, very small things. Staying healthy, so eating right, daily exercises, even if it's just going out for a walk or something like that. Keep your body moving there. Your body gets cold when you don't move. Your muscles will deteriorate when you don't exercise. People blame age. People blame on my medication. You're on medications. It's like, if you have diabetes more less likely because you're lazy. You don't just magically get diseases. I'm sorry, you don't. You just fucking don't. Yes, you'll get stiff joints. Yes, you'll get inflammation. That's how you eat. If you just go by basic healthy diet and not cram a bunch of cakes down your throat, I'm telling you, you're going to feel better. When I see people that literally just eat just to eat, I tell people, if people that are overweight, do 6-hour fasts every other day. You probably will drop an enormous amount of weight. Just because you're not eating, your body's fasting, you're understanding. That's why fasting is such a big part of most heavy cultures. Because like, fasting's bad for you. You need to eat to get your metabolism. You're so full of shit. Fasting shrinks your stomach, it shrinks your intestines because you're de-inflating yourself. Because you just drink water and you fill up your stomach, your body would shrink. You would literally lose inflammation in your body. That's why people go on fasting, say like Sunday, for instance, for people that are Catholic based, they fast on Sunday all day long. 1 day of fasting. I mean, they're not working anyway, so they'll fast. Like, if you're working, yes, you're probably going to need to eat. And it's really hard. Like, I do it sometimes. It is so hard to fast when you're working really hard. You can probably get like 3 hours of fasting in, and then you're just going to get really fucking tired. And your body will literally reject working. Like, you'll feel exhausted. Just like right now, I had a sandwich with, it was like actually a big old piece of half of avocado. Avocado is astoundingly fucking good. You can get some big ass avocados. You get like a hand avocado. It's like as big as, like you grip it around your hand. So they say about like this big. Pretty big avocado. Cut it in half. You get one half that avocado. It'll give you an enormous amount of nutrients that your body actually needs. Stabilize your blood sugar, stabilize, your fat content, produce an enormous amount of hormone boost because avocados are gargantuously good in fats. But the biggest mistake most people make is they say something all the time like, but it's so expensive, but you don't need a lot. Just change it over your diet as in like, stop drinking all sodas. Don't drink your sodas. Stop drinking soda. You don't need soda. If you want caffeine, which I don't know why people drink so, drink coffee. Drink coffee. I'd rather have you have an energy drink than more or less drink soda. Drink coffee. I mean, obviously, if you have a not really big tolerance to caffeine, sometimes people go in caffeine reduction where they won't drink caffeine for like a couple of days and that they let their body settle, which I need to go on one pretty soon because my body's like fully alert. Got a lot of caffeine in me right now. And yeah, it's caffeine is a stimulant. It's a narcotic to a certain extent. More or less a stimulant than a narcotic. It elevates your brain a lot. It makes your brain it basically gives you like right now my body's getting heated up because of the pre-workout and that. It's caused my body's metabolism to get higher, so my body's heating up. The salts and all that stuff and that. Which is good. But yeah, that's why I keep on trying to preach the same thing. You gotta exercise in that. That's why I like that's why when I see people that you could just train to be, like, just go to the gym. You don't need, I mean, fuck, all you do is do squats at home. Sit there and do as many squats as you can until your legs fucking burn for the first time. And that's all you need to do. I would say you do it every other day. You're doing more than what 90% people do. Just because you work in that doesn't mean you actually can build muscle. People, like, if you have heavy construction now or you work with heavy things, they're like, I work with, I pick up a lot of heavy plates and that, but I never break down my muscle fibers too much. Like, shit's heavy, but like, I don't do enough repetitions to be able to sit there and break it down so far to where I'm just like, oh, my arms are burning, I'm done with it. Because I'm so used to lifting. So it just proves that strength is my... I used to work at Denny's it was about 5 years ago now. Picking up those 50-pound bus tubs, shit was fucking heavy. Like, it was really fucking heavy. Like, it was really hard for me to pick it up. But nowadays, I can pick up, 80 pounds like I used to be able to pick up fucking 40 pounds. Back then, it was heavy, but I could be able to pick it up. So now when I pick up 40 pounds is actually really fucking light. So I pick up 40 pounds all the time now. And I would say the structure of weight matters a lot. Like, people think like, oh, you need to lift like 50, 60 pounds with curls and that. Like, there's not many people that can curl 50, 60 pounds and do legitimate like curls like they're nothing. If you could do legitimate 20-pound curls, you can sit there and like puff it out and actually like get really good control. I'll tell you what, you're a lot stronger than half the people. Because that shit's a lot of fucking weight, if you really think about it. Now, how many times do you ever pick up 40 or 50 pounds? That's why the standard at work is 50 pounds. Say, can you lift 50 pounds? Because not many people can lift 50 pounds that much. That's why they make that a standard. Be right back, I gotta go pee. 4. Yeah, I'm gonna chill out here a little bit. So I woke up hella fucking early. I wanna suck out the sun. Whoops. Oh. Yeah, I'm probably better to get off here. Whew. But yeah, keep yourself strong. And people always look at all these strong men that human beings that work out, say 3 times a week. You know, so you work out 6 days a week. No, work out 3 times a week. You want to do full body exercises. You know, like when I go to the gym, then I do lightweight. Because being fucking big, I see guys are jacked, they got big ass arms and that. They're not actually that much stronger. Because, like, I see it sometimes, you know, you test out strength and that. People are like, oh man, I'm fucking, you know. All I was saying is I went up to some of the superstores and I saw this one guy, man. He's got big puffy arms. And I'm looking at it, and I'm just sitting there like, every time I look at my arms and that, I always, when you do side view of the arms and that, like, people only know, I always do this shit, I always test out, and then, like, every time I see anyone, like, move their arm back, normally you're supposed to see, like, the triceps supposed to stick out. You know, you're supposed to see, try to get a little more definition of that. You see this guy that, like, you gotta have, like, no definition right here, just fucking bulky. And I'm always looking at that, I'm like, I should do some arms like that. I got big ass one right here. I always look at that stuff and I'm just looking at it like, that's a sign of heavy weight. So the heavier your weight gets, the more repetitions you do, the more the skin gets tightened around the muscle. That's why you see a lot of bodybuilders that do like massive burnout reps. They do that for a reason. So like, that's why I say with anyone, if you train with a weight, train with one weight and just do more reps. So, well, then you're just doing cardio. No, you're not. Cardio, you do cardio based upon how much your heart rate goes up. So if your heart rate goes up to like 150 and that, you're in cardio zone where your body's actually burning off a lot of calories because your heart rate's so heavy. And your heart is a big muscle, and when your heart's pumping really heavily, you're burning off a lot of calories, period. But your heart's always pumping. Your organs are always using. You're always constantly digesting food, taking pisses, making shits and that. Imagine if your muscles were constantly moving like that. You know, like your muscles are constantly like tighten up and tighten up. And all of a sudden you're like, you know, they do it all day long. Do you honestly know how strong you would be as a human being? I mean, you'd be infinitely strong. Like I listened to this one person at work and that. The person was talking about, like, oh, having your heart rate up is bad for you. I'm like, because of blood pressure. Like what? Like, number one, you're an idiot. That's the dumbest thing I ever fucking heard. Oh, man. Woo. Speed on it. Ooh, that was ridiculous. I'm just like, but cardio is bad for you. I'm like, what? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? So when you walk, your heart rate goes up, right? So, well, yeah, okay, well, I guess you're gonna die now because you moved? I'm like, do you not know that humans were meant to move? That's why we got joints. That's why we got muscles. That's why we got ligaments. We were meant to fucking move. We were meant to get up and walk. We were hunter and gatherers. We were pioneers. We walked, you know, hundreds of fucking miles and camping and chopping down wood and shit and making little huts and that. Or, you know, or say, you know, our creator made stone fucking cities for us in that. They produce these gigantic fucking cities in that for us to live in that. So you're fucking saying what? Because you believe that we were prehistoric? That we came from monkeys? What the fuck? What are you talking about? We make up the dumbest stuff. Evolution wasn't. They never talked about evolution until the last 100 years. They brought it up. Well, science figured out stuff. Science didn't figure out shit. Every time a doctor talks about stuff, every time people go to the hospital now, you know what doctors tell you? Well, they always tell you, lose weight, eat healthier. What do most people do when they go to the doctor? They don't listen. If they do listen, they don't do. Eat. Ooh, that was a nice little pump there. Oh yeah, I like that. A little pump my own leg. Okay, a little torn there. No, got some of that speed in there. I really tore it up. Anyway, I always find that really hilarious. Obviously, like, and people just ignore it. It's a psychological thing. When you live in a fantasy-based setting, this is why flat Earth and reality is very important. This is the reason why I do talk about the stuff. And it's not about the flat Earth. It's about knowing reality that you live in. So, the Matrix movie, Hollywood has been telling us this for years. The Matrix movie itself specifically stated, you don't live in the reality that you live in. You assume this reality. If you stop watching the news, you stop watching TV, you stop watching social media, you stop doing all that stuff in that. And say, like, just play video games, honestly. Just entertain yourself a little bit. That's what I do, and guess what? Reality is a whole lot different than what it is. If you walk outside in that, and, like, you see someone around you in that, and this is the key thing, this is where a lot of cultural differences come in. If you don't notice the culture, and you don't notice any difference, and you just got manners, guess what? You're not going to judge anyone. You're going to sit there and be like, oh, hey, how you doing today? And they're like, oh, I'm doing really good. It's just like, I got a lot of Bosnian people living around me in that. I always ask, are you Muslim or Christian? That because sometimes, sometimes they're Christian, sometimes they're Muslim. And I asked them, I'm like, I asked them, are you like I asked them, are you a bad Muslim? And people are like, well, that's being rude. I'm like, no, I'm asking a specific question there because some people take their religion and they go cultist with it. They want to say, we're more superior than you because our religion says so. And I'm just like, well, to me that's just fucking stupid. Because all humans are the same. No one's more superior just to be superior. That's why you have a lot of feminists complaining about the patriarchy. It's like, patriarchy of what? I mean, if you want to build all the cities and towns and railroads and all that stuff in that, you can go right ahead and get a hammer and start banging down railroad fucking 50-pound fucking, big old iron spikes and shit. You can go ahead and that's what the problem is. This is what I always... It's not about feminism altogether. It's about all the stuff that's happening. So all the stuff that's happening is created for us to deceive us for what is really happening. And a lot of people say, well, how do you know that for a fact? I don't know. How do you not know that you live on a flat plains? Exactly my point. How do you know the sun's actually moving? The sun is always in our perspective. Two people look at the sun always looks at you. It looks at the other person. And they have people look at the camera, and they have people with the camera behind two people. They'd be like, 10, 20 feet apart. And the camera will be at eye length with the person over the shoulder. And literally, they'll point their finger. I've seen it. And the sun will be right in front of them. As soon as they move that camera, the sun literally moves to the perspective of the person. Why is that? Why can't you see the side of the sun? You can't. You literally cannot. The moon said that you can never see the side. The moon moves, but a lot of people are stating that the moon is a hologram. Like, the moon's real, but the hologram was seeing what you see to make it look like it's a ball. Could be a hologram. Well, how they do it? It's pretty easy. We have hologram. I was watching a League of Legends song in that, you know, the Legend song or whatever, one of the more famous songs in 2016, whatever it is. And then they had a hologram dragon fly in. You could actually see it. It had a shadow and everything. It flew in. Well, that was CGI in that. Like, no, this shit was legitimately a hologram. It flew in. It flew around the thing and went up. You could hear it roaring and everything, and then it disappeared. I mean, it wasn't real, but it was a hologram. We have the technology. Project Bluebeam was back in the fucking, like, 60s and 70s. Like, that big triangle UFO that people say they saw on that was a fucking hologram. Oh, man. Skin's crawling a little bit. Oh, I got that stuff in me. But no. This shit is so fucking real. And people are, it's 2023. They've been developing these technologies for the last, like, 50 years. It happened after World War II. World II. I always get World War. I go World War II. World War II. That's when all this technology started popping up with that, because they had to confuse the masses into thinking something else. Because, I hate to say it though, I know people are going to hate me. If you look at how these war things work, Hitler himself knew damn well exactly what was going on. To break the system, you have to go against the system. As soon as you go against the system always attacks you. That's why a lot of people attack Trump. Trump is part of the system. Honestly, he's a fucking idiot sometimes. But he's an idiot in a fashion that's just very noticeable of telling the truth. He laughs at it. Okay. Like a minute. Oh, he's such a, he's chosen one. He's a fucking human being that has billions of dollars. He gets his dick sucked by Melania Trump and probably half the other girls that he has. That's why his wife looks so good. Their fake titties and her fake butt and then the Botox face and shit. I mean, obviously she has to look good. The bitch is reaching 60. She looks like she's fucking 20. She probably exercises like every damn day. I'm not saying these people are bad people and that, but like when it comes down to it, they're all part of the world class. Like when you see people say like Mr. Beast, out of nowhere, Mr. Beast gives out hundreds of thousands of dollars. Dude's like 24 years old. Dude's a fucking multi-billion-dollar person. He figured out the YouTube algorithm. No, other people figured it out way before this motherfucker was even existed. You know how you figure it out? Friendly, fun, for children. That's it. If you can be friendly and fun, you don't cuss, you act like a fucking child. That's the problem. You act like a child. So dumb fucks that are children-like people that are older, they love that shit. On the front page, you see Mr. Beast going, I'm gonna win $100,000 see who can take a shit faster than the world record of shit taking, or whatever fuck dumb shit. Literally gives one, and then he makes gargantuan amount of profit off that. Every $100,000, he gets like $1 million. So he just throws money at people and makes more money. I'm not saying he's a bad person, but people look at him like, oh, he's so smart that. No, he's not that intelligent. He's got brought into the system, and the system, he figured it out in some way or another, and the system just gave him everything. Not really lie about it. My channel's small as hell, but I teach people a lot more about real life than a bunch of people that sit there all day making kid fucking stuff. That's why you see a lot of people that when I see these commercials, these ads and that, you get full grown man doing Google Play stuff, acting like fucking little kids. Go watch me play this game. The Galley Gun's the best gun ever. And they're all like talking like little children and like, yeah, high five, God. You're a full-grown adult. Why the fuck are you acting like a damn child? For money. You get dumber, and you make more money being stupid. And you see these people in real life, they're probably scared to talk to people. Or like they think so high and mighty of themselves because a bunch of dumb fucks follow them. Because I watch some of these Twitches and that, like QXC or Ninja and that, they're all pathetic ass little men that have enormous amount of money because they broke the system. And they have a bunch of dumb fucks that watch them that, mostly kids. Like, oh my god, you're playing Fortnite. Dude, 30 fucking years old playing Fortnite? Why don't you play a real man's game? Killing Floor, that's a real man's game. Or play something that has a little bit more intensive stuff to it. These people play a bunch of children-like games. Like Minecraft and that. I'm not going to diss on Minecraft. Minecraft is pretty cool, but... oh, shit. Well, no, I'm about to go get some crashing going down because I got work later today. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Have a good one. Bye.